Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all been having a very happy and productive week. And if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe down below. Now today's video is all about how to create the ideal or dream study or workspace. And I'm also going to share with you some DIY organization tips as well. So really practical and easy ways to transform your study space, make sure it's really functional and that you're able to be your most productive selves. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, thumbs up and let's get started. Alright, so I wanted to give you a bit of a tour of my desk and my study space, and actually also Adam's study space as well. So we've set up another desk for him, and I feel like we're this power couple right now. So we've got our workstation in this room, and I just really like that we have our own space as well rather than sharing a desk. So we've transformed this whole side of the room to be our workspace, and I'm going to take you through the sort of things we keep on our desk and also how we've actually organized the room overall so that it's really functional and everything that we need is easily accessible, but nothing is actually distracting us from our work either. So on my desk, first off, you'll see that there's really not that much on it, and neither is there on Adam's. So they're quite minimal, and I think that's really important because we want to minimize all of those distractions and make sure that we've got plenty of room to spread out all of our work as well. I feel like I don't really have that much to spread out, but Adam definitely does. He has all this paperwork, and I just feel like he needs a little bit more space. So he's actually got less on his desk than I do. And on my desk, I just keep the most important things there. But first off, I wanted to take you through the sort of things I keep that inspire me and motivate me to get my work done, because I feel like mindset is everything and it really does transform my workspace. So I know I've mentioned to you guys before the importance of creating a vision board. So I made this one a little while ago, and I'm always just tweaking it and making sure that I update it just so it's consistent with the sort of goals that I want to be achieving throughout the year. And all of the photos reflect different things that I really want to accomplish out of life. And I've also got my positive affirmation in the middle, which is what I want to be focusing on for the year ahead. Now I've also got some fresh flowers, and yes, right before I filmed this video, I went to my local florist and I bought some fresh roses for Adam and my desk, and also some fresh flowers for the kitchen as well. I always think that having some fresh flowers on the desk, it just brings some life into my workspace. So even though my desk is actually right by a window and this beautiful big tree, I really like to have fresh flowers, and I just feel like it's a nice little investment I'm happy to make every week. Now, I don't have any on my desk because I do have my vision board, but Adam's got some beautiful positive affirmation cards, and I make sure that if he doesn't remember to change them every day, I always go through the deck and shuffle them and put a new one up the front, so whenever he sits at his desk, he's got a new quote to read, and I think it's a really nice way to get yourself into a positive mindset and just feel really inspired and motivated to work. Now, I'm halfway through this new organizational book, and it's called Organized Enough. It really inspired me to make this video. It talks about the importance of making sure that while your home is organized and tidy, that it still looks like someone lives there. So it's all about making it really functional or practical. For example, I don't just make sure my desk is absolutely bare, but rather I know that I'm going to be using my diary on a daily basis. I know that I'm going to reach for a pen or a pencil. I know that I need my glasses and a notepad and my iPad readily available. So all of those things are on my desk. But anything that I don't use daily, I'm able to store in my boxes in the cabinet that I'm going to show you in a little bit. So same with Adam's desk as well. He actually doesn't have that much on it. He's got a notepad, but most of his stuff stays in these boxes and he organizes them accordingly, because it's all about making sure that your workspace works for you. So not only do you want to get your work done, but you want it to help you get your work done too. Okay, now I'm going to take you over to our cabinet, and one thing I should mention first off is that storage boxes are just that. They are there to store things. They are not organization boxes, guys. You actually have to sort through them regularly, clean them out, and organize them yourself. They're there only to keep your belongings stored, but they're not actually going to organize your life. So rather than going to somewhere like IKEA and buying 100 different storage boxes just to make sure that all of your stuff is kept there and it looks like your house is tidy or it looks like your space is tidy, it's important that you actually go through all of your belongings, sort through them, and throw things out or donate things that you're not going to be using. So last week, I actually set aside the entire morning, and all of my boxes I opened up, I sorted through them, and I ended up throwing out 2 huge garbage bags and donating another 3 to the Salvation Army, because there was so much stuff that I actually didn't use anymore. So one of my large boxes, I would keep all of my props for filming, And I used to use a lot of different props in my old videos, but I don't really use them anymore, so I didn't really need to hold on to them. And then I made sure to go through all of my stationery, and again I had to organize them, throw out different pens that didn't work anymore. I had so many post-it notes that I don't know why I collected that many, because I think it's going to take me years to get through them. So I also made sure to organize them in a little box and throw out ones that I wasn't going to be using in the future. And then I've also got different boxes for personal things. The black boxes are for Adam and all of his work belongings, and the white ones are mine. And if I'm being completely honest, on the top of my cabinet I had other stuff as well, which I also ended up donating because it just wasn't being used, and I really didn't feel like it was adding to the vibe of my study space at all. Now, as you can see, the positioning of all of our furniture in the study, it's quite an open plan, and there's a lot of spare room in the middle because I like to actually film my videos in here and my setup takes up quite a bit of space. So it's really practical and it works for us. But of course, you don't have to have your desk up against a wall, but I will suggest that it is near a window to get some fresh air and also some natural light. I feel like that just helps me to stay awake and stay focused. And also it's really nice just to be near some nature and be able to look out a window and not feel like you're enclosed between these four walls. So there are some practical tips for how to set up your ideal and dream study space. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, thumbs up to let me know. And if you want to check out my study skills book, The High School Survival Guide, there's actually some tips on how to set up your study space and also avoid distractions in one of the chapters too. So I'll leave a link to that down below. And if you want to check out some previous videos, click the cards up over there or the thumbnail over here. And of course, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. Alright guys, have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye!